It's an emotional day, as you would expect, but my dad would be chuffed that I was, am I allowed to say chuffed? Chuffed is a good word. He would be chuffed that we were here. We made the effort. My dad never came back to Gibraltar. I don't think he could quite do it. Lots of memories for him, I'm sure. But as a child, we probably didn't ask that much of him, really, about the explosion. All we knew, he was on the Bedenham when it blew up.
At about 10 in the morning, there was a huge bang explosion, and the room trembled. And at the time, the Korean War was in full swing. So the boys started shouting, the Korean War, and started fooling about. But then 2 minutes later, there was a teacher, Miss Figueras, whose classroom was next to mine. She came in looking very distressed and with dust in her hair.
Around a kilometre away, docked at Gun Wharf, RFA Bedenham had exploded. The merchant navy vessel, which had provided support at the Normandy landings 7 years prior, was carrying 500 tons of ammunition when it caught fire and blew up violently, killing 13, injuring hundreds more, and causing extensive damage across town. It's the deadliest single incident that has taken place here in more than 130 years. It's no surprise that witnesses to the destruction still vividly recall that day.
I remember that a piece of the ship fell in front of the entrance to the St. Mary's, the Crown Cathedral. And it was said that a piece of the ship has also been blown over the rock and landed in the Catalan Bay area. Perhaps the worst affected was Grand Stores, as it was then the War Department Grand Stores. I believe the roof was blown off, and it was eventually demolished. And this is where John McIntosh Hall is now.
On this day, we remember those who were affected, those who lost their lives, those who were injured, and the families and colleagues of those who forever changed. We also remember the courage and dedication of those who responded in the immediate aftermath. Let us take a moment to reflect not only on the tragedy itself, but on the strength, resilience, and unity that followed.
This was a tragedy that affected everybody on the rock, a generation-defining moment for a generation that had already lived through so much.
After the evacuation, it is the event that is in the minds of people, particularly of my generation. I mean, I was 11 3 days before the explosion. This is why I always remember the date.
Mrs. Fitch's father was one of the lucky ones that day. He lived to tell the tale. He would leave the Navy in the years that followed and start a family, with his daughter proud to visit Gibraltar and honour his memory today.
My dad's injuries, he had burst eardrum, as you would expect from an explosive injury, and permanently lost his hearing on one side. We do remember as children that Dad was cared for a fair few weeks here, and he was immensely grateful, as we are, for the care that he was given while he was here, and obviously for the fire service of Gibraltar. Without them, many more people could have been injured or died. My dad was a good dad. He loved his family. I've got 2 brothers. He loved us all, adored my mum, and yeah, he was a wonderful man, I have to say.